Friends, we are here outside of the United States Post Office, Greenville, Kentucky, county seat of Muhlenberg County. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk around here for a little bit. I was on my way to Murray. I met a very nice lady here, and she was telling me about the community here. And she had advised me to go to Maysfield, which I haven't been to. And I look forward to going. And she was telling me how back in 21 the tornado hit it pretty hard. Of course, this is the Muhlenberg courthouse. And I was telling her before I came here, I did a little Google search and I watched a YouTube video, and it provided me with the correct pronunciation of Muhlenberg County, because as she had told me, and as I sort of surmised, folks that are not from around here would probably say Muhlenberg. But I know too well already from my travels that you should always Google it, YouTube it. Local news a lot of times offers some insights on how to pronounce the counties. They've got really nice green space here, taking real good care of the courthouse. Look how clean it is. It's really clean, very beautiful. They play music around the courthouse, which is probably not the greatest for YouTube purposes, but I don't think they had that in mind. I don't know if you can make out that sign because of the glare. Muhlenberg County, formed in 1798 out of parts of Logan and Christian counties, named for General Peter Muhlenberg, 1746 to 1807 of Pennsylvania. He was an ordained minister in 1768. Quote, "A time to preach and a time to fight," end quote. Entered Revolutionary Army as Colonel 8 Virginia. Colonel 8 Virginia. Oh, 8 Regiment. Okay, active from 1776 to surrender of Yorktown. U.S. Congress, Senate, Collector of Customs in Philadelphia. Many from his regiment pioneered here. Interesting. So he had a very active life, being in Congress and the Senate. This is a beautiful courthouse. And again, I don't know if this is where the judge executive has his office or her office, and if there's a separate judicial center in Muhlenberg County, I'm not sure. On Wikipedia, this is a list of Revolutionary War soldiers, which is gives you an idea how old this community is. They've got this nice plaza here. Look to have some more historical signs, Confederate raids and invasions, and a federal retreat in Kentucky. And you can hear the music all over the place. They've got this rock here. I'm sure this is some sort of a memorial of some sort. For 100 years, Illinois Central. And you can see the courthouse from over here. Beautiful courthouse. Very nice looking city. Very nice looking city indeed. But I'm not sure. Oh, here's the Muhlenberg Public Library, Harbin Memorial. You got Baker Realty. We don't see that often. Diet Right Soda, Diet Right Cola. I know you guys hate the zoom. I'm trying to limit it, but Lieutenant Ephraim M. Brank, the Kentucky Long Rifleman. And it looks like they've got a memorial over here, and they've got the lights above. Hello. I would guess this would probably be for each war. And look how tiny the names are. So they lost a lot of people. Look at that. I mean, it's really small. Yeah, they lost a lot of people. And you can tell they've got the lights above. Those lights kind of remind me a little bit of Winchester, because Winchester's got the lights across Main Street, and it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Maybe we're going to stand here in the shadow a little bit just to show you some of the detail of what I see. Some of the streets right there. Another look at the courthouse from the side. They've got an interesting awning over here that I want to show you guys. It looks like it's a walkway in between these two buildings, and I see some of the little decorative lights. But see what I'm talking about right here? How it says Greenville all above there. That's pretty cool, I think. That's pretty cool. Black Diamond Auctions. Oh, this is the judicial building here. Okay, that makes sense. So this is probably where the judge executive is at, and this is probably where they actually have the cases. There's our loud Kentucky pickup truck. We always have, okay, this is the Greenville, Kentucky Tourism Commission and Welcome Center. And I'm hoping I can walk in here. Looks like a loft up there, but they've got these little tables here, and you can see that Greenville sign I was talking about. And they got some mailboxes, so we're not going to walk in here too much, but although it might be an easement to get from this street here, which is probably Main Street, I'd imagine, right? And the back streets, although I don't know how much of an easement it is because it looks like there's some fencing there. I don't know, but we'll walk up this way a little bit and show you a little bit of the signage. I love this pink bench, very cute. Is this a flower shop? No, this is actually a Manzo's Dine In. Thought it was a flower shop. Looks fantastic. Look at that. Chicago style pizza. So that's that real thick pizza with lots of sauce. The cheese is underneath the sauce. I'm pretty sure that is I'm sure this is Main Street because it says on Main. So I'm guessing. And look at the courthouse. Looks beautiful. Judicial Center as well. Ooh, here we go. John Baird, attorney at law. Cindy Baird, guidance and recovery. DUI services, that's awesome. Billy Steele's hair salon, or hair station, excuse me. Not sure what this is. Got First Baptist Church over here. Somebody's calling me on my AirPod. Celebrate the resurrection. And you got music coming up from there. So this has got to be a very happy community because I don't know too many places that have music. And it's not just at the courthouse. You got them over here. We're like a good 3 blocks from the courthouse. I love the cross. It's very beautiful. I like this stand over here. They got a Walgreens down over there. Another church over here. But this caught my eye. I really like this. City of Greenville, established in 1799. Very, very cool. Hello Spring in Greenville. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. They have their own tourism board. They got a cafe over here and a compounding lab. So it's probably like a like an apothecary, you know, kind of thing. old school pharmacist. There's the Greenville Fire Department. The sheriff's office is about 2 blocks that way on the right. Of course, you got Old Glory and the Kentucky Commonwealth flag flying proud. And I like that they're side by side. I mean, usually, well, they're actually not side by side. If you look real closely, the Union flag is slightly higher, although, yeah, it is slightly higher. Not much though. It's almost like a optical illusion, but it's great to see them side by side and not see the Commonwealth flag like 4 feet or 5 feet below, because I think that's kind of not my cup of tea. A lot of people see that and they don't think much of the Commonwealth flag, and you know, we are a federal republic, so think of each state as its own separate sovereign, and I think that the Commonwealth flag should be flying high and proud as well. This is a beautiful shot right here, kind of like the old and the new, the courthouse and the judicial center or judicial building. So I think with that, well, you know what, let's walk a little bit more, give you the first class tour. Now right now we're walking against the wind, so I'm covering my mic just a little bit. I'm not going to walk around with a dead cat in an arm, because that's how I tripped over an embankment in Barberville, Kentucky, and it took 9 stitches to my right shin. Beautiful scar that left. So I'm not walking around with a whole contraption of recording equipment anymore. But to me, that's a battle scar. You know, I don't have any tattoos, so that's my battle scar. Of course, we got the POW MIA flag, prisoners of war, missing in action. You are not forgotten. And I've always been a big supporter of that. I used to donate to the paralyzed veterans back when I was a teenager. I'm 46 now, so a lot of guys came back from Vietnam and they were just a mess, and they didn't come back to ticker tape parades and pats on the back. They got spat on. It was not a good war for them. It was certainly not their fault. They were serving their country and they were ridiculed, and in any event, donating a few bucks to the Paralyzed Veterans of America was a drop in the bucket compared to what they really deserved. But in any event, Muhlenberg County and Greenville, they seem to be very, very pro-military, very respectful, lots of nice monuments that are kept up in very good shape. And look at that garbage can right there with actual garbage in the garbage can. Look at that. Garbage in the garbage can, not on the sidewalk, not on the street. Got a couple leaves on the street, but that's part of Mother Nature. I mean, I want you to look at this right here, folks. And this is a Saturday, so you don't have city workers, you know, minding after the folks here. A lot of this is folks taking care of where they live, actually have the right of way. But he said thank you, which is nice, I guess. But as you can see, I still have a couple of seconds to cross. So we're gonna some detours here. Siri told me there was some flooding over here. I don't know how true that is, but I don't usually argue with Siri. Oh, and now she thinks I'm talking to her because they do have AirPods in. Now, actually not listening to anything, but I have the AirPods in to kind of drown out any surround sound that I've got going on here. Now we're gonna walk back on the other side, but we're gonna see what's over here first. House of Onyx. Looks like maybe like a jewelry store, possibly. House of Onyx. I have no idea what House of Onyx is. And that's where the regulars come in, and maybe they can clue me in. Oh, I love this sculpture here. Pillars of Community. And looks like there's a pretty cool looking gym over here, open to members 24/7. So I wonder if it's like a Snap Fitness, maybe, like where they have a key fob Now normally this right here would be to cross. Let's see if this guy will stop. He stopped. They also have the windows all blacked out, so right here there might be a whole wall of cardio. Hello. And I just said hi to them, but they're like, how did he know we're here? Now this over here is the Palace. That over there was the Greenville Athletic Club. And word around town is that a Mr. Olympia is going to emerge from there. Maybe the next Jeremy Buendia. This is the Palace here. And it looks like they've got some offerings here. No smoking in the theater. Pardon our mess during renovations, although they're renovating. Ever after. Interesting. Greenville Pharmacy. And it looks like their Saturday hours are 8 to 12. Just closed on Sundays. Love the signage. Pretty cool. Rourke Furniture Bicycles. I love that. Friday, Saturday, whenever. That's pretty cool. I love that. So they've got records, they've got art, they've got coffee, all the things I love. Over here it looks like you got a candle shop. Somebody's got to check their mail. A local firm with big results. Oh, I like that. It's kind of like some good marketing there. Hope the rules allow it. Looks like they got, hello, they got something going on in here. Very cool, very cool. And we're probably going to grab a shot of the courthouse. Does anybody in Greenville know what they're putting here? El Dorado. Interesting. Looks like there's a little side street over here. Doesn't look like there's a lot of businesses out here. It looks like down the street, I'm already getting blurred by the sun, but there's like a Masonic Lodge. I could have zoomed in a lot more, but I can't really see. So I don't want to be zooming into like a fire hydrant or something like that. But it looks like down this way, I'm assuming these are lofts, I would think so. So you got more music. It looks like every lamppost has got those speakers going on. So over here we got a for sale sign. And then over here we got another for sale sign. Doesn't look like there's anything going on in there. There's the Masonic Lodge. And I'm not sure if there's anything over here. Hey, how are you? Bye, take care.
Hey, what was your last name? I'm gonna look for your name.
Yeah, look me up. It's go to I'm not getting you on the video, don't worry. Yeah, go to exploringkentucky.com.
Exploringkentucky.com. Surely I can remember that.
Yeah, and remember the John Fetterman looking man. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Take care.
I'll make you look better if you do.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a great day. She such a nice lady. I talked to her over by the post office, and I was telling her how I YouTubed Muhlenberg County before I came here because I don't want to say it wrong. In Michigan, we have a city. I say we because I lived there 10 years. I went to law school there. Called Charlotte. But if you look at it on paper, it says Charlotte. You know, but if you're not, oh, that's cool. Look at that. If you're not from Michigan, you would call it Charlotte, and then everybody would know that you're not from Michigan, so, or not from there at least. And in Kentucky, do we have anything like that? Well, Muhlenberg, Versailles. I mean, it really would be Versailles, but you say Versailles, Kentucky, they know immediately that you're not from there. Oh man. You know what I say? what I think about when I see those motorcycles, one word: freedom. Freedom. Where are you going? Wherever the road takes me. That's freedom. That's kind of like what I do with Sight Sound Slivers on YouTube, exploringkentucky.com. Where are you going this weekend? I don't know. Wherever the road takes me. But yeah, so I think that the first article is going to be on Greenville, and I'm guessing it's Greenville and not Greenville. Greenville. Whoa! Holy moly! Did it come from up there? I mean, it's the only bell that I see, but maybe it could have come from one of the churches. I have no idea. But in any event, thanks for watching. exploringkentucky.com, Sight Sound Slivers. On YouTube, sightsoundslivers.com. From Greenville, Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. Please like, comment, and subscribe.